from the home of the three-piece combos, Pugilism Company. This is Reed, BBS. BBS. Blackbird Sugar. Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. This weekend we had Scotland's Josh Taylor versus Ryan Martin. Taylor, of course, 14-0, 12 KOs. That's his record now, I should say. The Tartan Tornado. And he defeated Ryan Martin via I believe it was an 8th round stoppage. Either 7th or 8th round. Martin drops to 22-1, 12 KOs. This was the World Boxing Super Series 140-pound quarterfinal matchup. It was on DAZN. I'm really loving the entertainment value of the World Boxing Super Series. Really like how they get on the mic and they say, "Step into the light." Then they have that spectacular laser light show. And they've been doing this for all the World Boxing Super Series bouts, it seems. Like I say, I'm really a fan of the entertainment value, the bells, the whistles, the pomp, the circumstance. I like all that extra shit. Always have, always will. And you always seem to get it in abundance for UK fights. That's just how the UK gets down in terms of showmanship. Hey, that's where it started. That's where it'll always be done best. Josh Taylor, man, this was my first extended look at him, and I was impressed. He's a very athletic southpaw. He keeps a wide stance to get good leverage on his shots, and he'll fire some rapid shoe shine flurries up top, and then bam, a hard, meaty southpaw hook to the body. Like he's thwacking that body like fucking Rocky Balboa in the meat locker hitting them ribs in Rocky 1 or something. Taylor, man, he beat Martin to the punch. He landed the last lick and just about every lick in between. Hooks to Martin's body, like I said. He was stabbing him to the body. He was beating up his high winky right guard with flurries to the arms. As early as the 4th round, Abel Sanchez, Martin's trainer, offered to stop it because he just wasn't seeing anything from his guy. From there, uppercuts and left crosses was splitting Martin's high guard. It even cut him too. Left hook to the back of the head and behind the ear eventually dropped Martin into the ropes, and the ref stopped it. It was a shaky stoppage, but Martin seemed more relieved than disappointed by the stoppage, if you get what I'm saying. Like he wasn't feeling it. He didn't win a single minute of any round. I don't know if he was overwhelmed by the moment or if it was Mr. Taylor himself. Now, Mr. Taylor first got on my radar via his upset over O'Hara Davies, a fight of which I saw the highlights to. He then stopped Miguel Vasquez and completely outclassed Victor Postol. But after this extended look, I'm seeing seeing traces of Lomachenko in Josh Taylor. Real quick, real fast, twitchy type fighter. And he likes to fuck with you psychologically as well as physically. He's real active. And when he sees that you're about to wilt, like his normal rate of activity is getting to you, then Josh Taylor ramps it up on you. Like he's got that competitive arrogance. He's got that asshole in him, kind of like Lomachenko does, and I love it, man. He's got Mr. Baranchik next, and my man Regis Prograis, he'll be facing Kirill Relic. All signs have been pointing to a Prograis versus Taylor finale, and good God, if that happens, man. In terms of makeable fights that we know can be made, and I'm not talking about Spence Crawford or Thurman Spence or Porter Spence, any of these fights that can't be made, Joshua Wilder. In terms of fights that can be made, Regis Prograis and Josh Taylor, that's a 50-50 fight. I can't wait to see it, man. And at this point, I don't know who would win that fight. That's how much of a true 50-50 scenario that is. Can't wait to Josh Taylor's next fight, though. Was real impressed. Quick reminder to subscribe, like, comment. Subscribe, like, comment. Subscribe, like, comment. Danny Garcia calls out the Pacquiao-Broner winner. As you may know, Pacquiao and Broner, they're rumored to be agreed upon for January 19th, 2019 at the MGM Grand in Lost Wages, Nevada. But just the fact that Danny, fresh off of losing for the vacant title against Shawn Porter, the fact that he's calling out the winner of this fight, it encompasses everything that's wrong with the welterweight division. Everything. Too many guys picking and choosing, man, and it's to the detriment of the 147-pound weight class. It just is. Once upon a time, this division was full of young lions all vying for the top spot in the post-Floyd era. It was like, who's going to be the man? I can't wait to see these guys, man, get in the ring and climb each other's backs to get to that top spot in the post-Floyd era. But now dudes are selectively anxious to unify with some belt holders, not others. Like Danny Garcia. Don't call out the winner of Broner, man. Call out Spence. He's got a real title, not some supersized make-believe belt with fries and a Marvel superhero toy on the side. He's got a real, true blue title belt, man. But no, you won't say Errol Spence's name. Won't say that at all. He's got this belt sitting right over here. Say, hey, I want the Mikey Garcia Errol Spence winner. No, he won't say that. He wants to go after Pacquiao-Broner winner. That's just, it is what it is, man. A champion that no one wants to fight against in Errol Spence. That's pathetic. Shawn Porter, you boldly stormed the ring and called out Danny after the Rios KO. But, I mean, you could have challenged for Spence's IBF title at any point before then. At any point before then. When you and your dad were asked about Errol, oh, well, he's not on our radar. We're handling this WBC business. Man, you lost your IBF title to Kell Brook, the guy that Spence won the title from. Was there no desire to get your old belt back? I mean, apparently not. And even now, they're not really talking strongly about fighting Spence. They're focused on this rematch with Keith Thurman, who, I mean, I hold him most responsible for the current stagnant state of the welterweight division. Since March of 2017. Since March of 2017, y'all. That's 20 months. 20 months since you've last seen Keith Thurman in a boxing ring. Since he last made a title defense. Champions are actually supposed to fight, bruh. And Keith Thurman is simply not doing that. He's not holding up his end of the championship bargain. Which brings me to my man, Mikey Garcia. My man, Mikey. As ill-fated as I've said I think this is, Mikey Garcia challenged Errol Spence. He challenged him. Mikey actually spoke his name, and in the process of finalizing the deal, he's making it happen. He's spoken into existence, and he's backing it up in the boardroom on the dotted line. I love you, Mikey. Again, I can't see how you'll win, but I admire your ambition, brother. I admire your ambition, your self-belief. That's something a lot of these welterweights, these dudes 2 weight classes higher than you, should strive to emulate. Mikey could easily play it safe, but he's not with that, man. He's not with that. And in the process, he's pulled the card of the entire 147-pound division. Pulled all y'all's cards. Dude moving up 2 weight classes, and he's the only one ballsy enough to speak a Spence fight into existence. The welterweight division should be ashamed. Real talk. Real talk. Subscribe, like, comment. From the home of the 3-piece combos, Pugilism Company. This is Reed, BBS. Blackbird Sugar, Bachelor's in Boxing Studies. When all is said and done, there's nothing left to say or do.